Shihaishas and Hakai Taites! This is internet personality Vangelus, and Takara Tomi's Transformers Legends line is running in parallel with Titan's Return, which means Headmasters. Thanks to HobbyLink Japan, I'm taking a look at LG23 Galvatron, who is totally straight-facedly doing the whole Headmaster thing with no obvious fiction to back it up. The pack-in comic is more silly than anything else. Trust me. So, two obvious things. LG23 Galvatron has a lot more gray in canon mode, and his purple is much brighter and pale violet than the Titan's Return version. The extra gray is welcome, especially down on the treads. The purple is... listen, I hate this color. I hate how often Takara Tomy goes to this kind of color instead of a deep royal purple. I know some people prefer it, some find it more accurate to their memories of something or other, but I hate it! Somehow, I hate it less in jet mode. I think it's because this mode hides the most of it. This mode also has the least number of differences beyond the purple shade, with the most obvious being the placement of the Decepticon insignia on the top of the nose cone rather than on one side. It's worth noting that LG23 Galvatron doesn't feel particularly more solid than my copy of the Titan's Return version, which is to say, both are fairly solid for retail Transformers toys. As for the other major colors, to my naked eye, the gray, gunmetal, and translucent orange parts look just about identical on both versions. Now, the real money kicks in when we look at the Headmaster. Nucleon was a nigh unpainted tiny gray thing. LG23's Headmaster has multiple tiny paint apps to make it ruddy clear that he's a wee little G1 Megatron. It's a delight to behold in person. The belly screw is even darker in order to blend in more. The head mode adds even more paint with a silver face and purple sub-helmet details, albeit in that purple that I hate. Those sub-helmet details valiantly attempt to make the full robot's flip-out helmet blend in more. Valiantly attempt. But unfortunately, that helmet gimmick is still utterly ruinous on LG23 Galvatron. He does benefit from a load of new color ideas, like his painted collar, additional red detailing on his shoulder pads and hip skirts, and a two-tone layout on his shoes to more so resemble the G1 cartoon. While I really like those additions, the bulk of this robot mode is a mixture of the existing frustrations found on the Titan's Return version, wrapped in a far less appealing purple hue. And that's kind of the story of LG23 Galvatron for me. Massive improvements in all the small spots, with a huge downgrade on the purple and the unmodified sadness of the crown gimmick and cannon placement. Not a categorical upgrade by any means so much as an attractive side grade, depending on your purple preferences. I know there are some of you crazy people out there who like this purple more than the other one. I completely respect your decision. That's what this script is telling me to say. The main reason I wanted to get a hold of this guy was to Frankenstein his parts with the Titan's Return version in order to make a nicer looking rendition of this toy. Now that repro labels have taken a swing at it too, I might pile in some stickers while I'm at it. We'll see! I haven't actually looked into whether I can easily disassemble most of the parts I want to disassemble. I also haven't decided if I want to even try to videotape that process. Anyway, this has been internet personality Vangelus, and I hope this review didn't offend you too much if you're one of those people who prefer to see this faded violet purple on your Galvatrons. But I bet you think Rumble is blue, too.